impossible. He's right about that, you know. I mean...
How would you find out? How would you notice if you have two different personalities?
I mean, there are a bunch of ways that can come across.
But someone else would have to tell you, in theory.
Yeah, I mean, you wake up in strange places. I think that's like a classic, isn't it? Like, you don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Did you know that...
that happens all the time anyways.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it? Did you know that that people who have multiple personalities, the different personalities can have different allergies that the other ones don't have?
Awesome.
That is really something.
This is what we keep you here for.
I know. Here we go, over at long. Fallen and Lucas, both in the corner. That could be like a great trick setup where you find one, you don't check for the other, but it's a pistol round, so what's the other going to do? Kill 5 people all at once?
That's the issue as well, because they're so deep into the corner also that...
No, Suzu's there. That makes a difference to me.
Okay. Well, yeah, he can distract him. He can pull them towards that setup,
flash.
and I think he just spotted a shoulder peek at the corner.
He's got 2 flashbangs. He could do that classic flashbang setup. Everyone knows how to do that.
Is it going to be a flashbang and they both rush out?
Yeah.
That'd be so sick.
Just wait for it. I'm already liking everything about this. We've got the setup for it. They're ready. Golden pushing in. Fallen getting a kill. He's actually going to follow it up. One more headshot. Taking down Forrest as well. They don't need flashbangs or anything. They don't even need Lucas. They just need Fallen here. That's going to shut everything down.
That's so cool. Zeus does fall, get right. The only player left at long, and actually this lurk could destroy everything. He sees both players. Immediate goosh on a Lucas, who's got to be frustrated. The follow-up on a Fallen, and Rez, he can't get away. There is one inside of the bomb site. He has no idea, and surely he's just a sitting duck, but Fur hasn't checked behind him. And somehow, Rez, I mean, they are ninjas, but oh no, he's not going to get away. The jump up as well. And Fur can now just hold on to the site.
Oh dear. He absolutely got hammered trying to do that. Get right with a bit of a peek, but Taco will take him down. And that's MiBR picking up the pistol. That was...
It's a little crazy.
That was a little crazy.
Listen, a lot of people aren't super hyped about this matchup because of the circumstances of the lineups coming into the event.
I'm sorry.
You want to watch this?
No, but there was... if we could get a replay at any point of how Peter was holding his arm. If someone can go find that in the replay.
Was it one of the ones where like the elbow is bent the wrong way?
Yeah, he was about to...
I think Henry can do that as well.
He was about to dislocate his entire upper body. That was mental. Okay, go on.
I don't remember what I saw.
You were going to say it was a good match in spite of the lack of hype.
Okay, yeah, because of the roster situation. I still think this is like kind of a really cool way. I think mostly just because of like the names and everything. But like I'm always hyped up to see MiBR and NIP play. All the old players, all the old legends.
Yeah, I don't know, but, you know, I don't want to try and judge it. It's a major. I'm excited for all the games.
I think people massively underestimate Golden's fragging ability.
Yes.
And I mean, I have no logical reason to believe this, but I think Zeus is going to show better form than people expect as well. So I think that kind of helps, is that I, for whatever reason, have that like internal hope that we're going to see more out of those two guys than people really think is possible.
Well, listen, I have MiBR winning the major, Moses, so, you know.
Yeah, you're kind of stuck into that one, aren't you? I'll give you a chance to change it.
No.
Oh, I didn't think so.
A lot of people have said that, like, surely you can just, it's like, you kind of, well, you make that prediction, you kind of have to
Well,
stay with
you
it.
can't anymore, because you have what some would call a pie bet.
Do I?
With Henry.
I can't remember. Is that true?
Yeah, it's funny how you don't remember those ones when it's you on the receiving end.
Do we have like any kind of like evidence of any of this or anything like?
Well, the word of me and the word of Henry. It's 2-on-1. Yeah. So everyone get excited to see Anders hit with a pie at the end of the event.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Fallen. He'll be getting a good headshot, sniping away at Forrest. He has picked up an AK, so maybe he could do something. No, he's not going to get a chance. Lucas will take him down instead, and you know, Fallen having a hard time with that last one. Fur will help him out for the 3rd kill of the round for him. And that will be the first 2 rounds going in favor of MiBR, which is fine. Now we'll see NIP pick up. I mean, I remember when it was a sort of rumored that Golden would be leaving Fnatic. I thought, this is absolutely crazy to me. Why are Fnatic giving this guy up? He's like, there really are no in-game leaders in Sweden. This is the one that you have. Like, don't give him away. For the love of God, like.
Came from the academy team as well.
Yeah, that was all very confusing to me, but
I think it was the timing of it that made me scratch my head. It was right after they won like 2 events back to back.
Yeah.
And they just like won like $1 million in 2 weekends. I think Fur's going to be a lot of fun to watch this map. Look at how aggressive he's being at the moment. And yeah, he's going to have to fight like a retreating battle, although Golden doesn't commit to anything with just his scout.
You still want to see Fur do these things.
Yes. And I like that he does it early on as well, because that'll put it in the back of NIP's mind throughout this whole half. Is Fur's going to be aggressive. When is he going to push mid? When is he going to push catwalk? When is he going to push long and have some kind of a quick flank?
They've left Get Right at top mid alone just to make sure that there isn't too much craziness happening in there, but setting up for a B hit, at least it looks like that early on, which I don't know. MiBR, I feel like they should be able to read this quickly.
Well, there's just not a lot of utility for NIP to go anywhere else. They have the flashbangs to attack the walk, so at least here they can put the smoke down at the base of the entrance if they'd like to. Zeus, all alone in this B bomb site, but they can line up. Quick, easy kill on Electro, and they do! Zeus has got them all! That'll get a third run on the board for MiBR.
Well, you said it even without any kind of a reason. That's a quad kill for Zeus, so beautiful setup for him right there. That's going to give them a third round. Absolutely tearing them apart.
I have to imagine of all the people who had a player break, Zeus is probably not one of them. Because, he went home and he's like, well, I have to play in the major. I might as well deathmatch. He's got to do the strategy. He's got to spend his own time individually trying to get up to par as much as humanly possible.
It's the little smile that he gives as well after every time that happens. He's like, yeah, see guys, I've got it. Good early kill on Forest. Just Taco landing that one. For still being very aggressive without much of a need to. And so he's going to find a kill on Golden. A 3-on-5 and looking to shape up to a pretty good start here for the Brazilian side.
A really good start, and they're being super aggressive. You don't see any signs. I mean, it is very early in this map, obviously, only the fourth round, but you don't see any signs that they're like a little bit scared or a little bit worried that they have, their coach standing in for them at this event. They're just seemingly, still peaking, still being aggressive. And a map like Dust 2 really lends itself to that kind of play.
Ooh, leg shot. Taking down Fur, but ultimately he was going to get hunted one way or the other. Get Right unable to find another kill. 4-0 in favor of MiBR. In the fifth round, well, at least they're going to be able to get some rifles here, including an AWP on Forest. I wish we could see Forest opening more often. I realize it's like a preference thing for him, like some games he just didn't want to, but I wish he did more, because it is fun.
Well, we had that time period where he was kind of the primary opera of NIP.
Yeah.
And I feel like they really struggled to have like rifle productivity during that time. He's just, I mean, listen, Forrest can do whatever he wants. He's good with all the guns.
It's good that he's having kids finally, because like we need those genes to somehow like move forward.
We need him to repopulate the professional Counter-Strike scene.
Yeah, and
moving forward.
Let's get like another couple of kids in there, and
yeah,
hopefully
like,
that'll work out.
Let's get like 10. Two teams worth of Forrest.
That would
Forest
be
teams.
maybe there could be like a project to pay him to do it, like He signs a contract on behalf of future kids, already signed into an organization. Maybe
we should only do 8, so there's 4 in each team, because I think the one thing that Forrest doesn't have, as gifted as he is in Counter-Strike, is in-game leading.
True.
I think that's the one thing that he probably can't do in this game.
So we'll allow him to have 8. 8. Which is still,
That's the limit.
I'll tell you this, and I don't want to talk anybody out of anything, but 2 is a lot. Well, I say that, but I'm the one here talking about video games.
Yes, you are.
40 seconds left, and the bomb is in middle with nobody having picked it up currently. And they're set up for what could be like a B split, I guess. Otherwise, Lekra has to lurk in middle as they hit the catwalk. But yeah, I think that they're reverting to that. It could make sense.
I think this is the kind of scenario as well where Golden is at his best as an individual. He's one of those leaders that likes to play in the front. He likes to be the aggressor, likes to lead the way with his leadership. Coming through the smoke, Fur's waiting for his time. Taco's got 1 kill. And when does Fur pounce? Meanwhile, Taco holding it still longer, and actually a missed shot, a missed opportunity, and Fur's got 1 from behind, but the B bomb site is open, a 2-on-3.
Oh, but the time, they almost don't get the plant, they're just gonna have it. I was getting real scared then, because that looked like it was about to be a second too late. Rez and Forrest, though, what a great duo to have left here for NIP to try and pick up their first round here. Just waiting for it. Forrest, there's even a corpse covering him behind this box. That actually can make a little bit of a difference if it's the same on the other side, at least. Rez is going to be going down right off the bat, and Forrest knows he has to push. He can't just get locked in, so nothing at all comes their way in a 5th round for MiBR. That felt like it should have been more action.
Hard part is once Rez goes down and Forrest has that op over at the car, like there's nowhere to go, and you're not going to win that round with an AWP if NIP or excuse me if MiBR plays the retake properly, which they did, forcing Forrest to get aggressive in a double op setup now. Taco has his, Fallen has his as well.
I love it so much.
He is a very likable player.
He's an extremely likable person. There's no way around it.
Well, Forrest spawning with the op and not taking any shots, looking for the follow-up peek. At least calls out 2.
Yeah, Taco down there with the op. Got the double setup on the CT side.
Imagine the insanity of leaving your coach inside the B bomb site who hasn't played competitive Counter-Strike since 2016 and just saying, listen, you've got this.
Yeah, all the trust in the world.
All you have to do is watch B. We'll get everything else.
I mean, they know that they're here, right? You know, that maybe they're just like, if we give him more responsibility, maybe he'll grow with the task. A sort of, you know, if you built it, they'll come moment for MiBR. Oh, right through to take down Taco. Fallen trying with a follow-up. Bit of a strange scenario with both the orbs on the CT side being in middle, fighting.
Unfortunately, Fallen can't get away with the kill. No follow-up in the nade as well. I believe he knows he tagged Forrest. 4 players on catwalk and Get Right watching for any shenanigans out of the long cave.
Someone say shenanigans?
If you say shenanigans one more time.
Well, we've got some grenades going over into catwalk, 35 seconds, and Golden making a lot of noise and really being aggressive out there, trying to draw some more people on that side. Fallen's still here. One missed opportunity, he won't get a second one. Rez will take him down. And now, as you said, a lot of trust on Zeus, who was mainly preoccupied with the grenade there.
I think that might be a key to success for NIP on this T side, is to focus on Zeus at that B bomb site, but not early on in rounds. Like, don't commit to the B bomb site right off the bat. But if you have those mid-round decisions to make, like, attack them then. Attack them in the 3-on-3s. Attack them, you know, in a 4-on-4 when rotations have been forced. And that's when players who aren't as experienced at the professional level get a little bit, like, discombobulated and kind of start to second-guess themselves, is when they're, like, it gets a little hectic and you're not exactly sure who's watching what or where the rotation is going to be. That's when I feel like Zeus's attention can really kind of betray him a little bit.
Basically advocating bullying here. Just...
Yeah.
Well, bold move.
There's no friends in Counter-Strike, Anders. You go right at him.
Well, it is true, isn't it? I mean, surely the counter then is for MiBR to use him as, you know, sort of a lure, you know, and just say, yeah, we're going to stack 4 people in B.
I think you could live with that if you're NIP. You could live with that.
Just try and see if you could find a way to do that. And Molotov not really going to do much. I think Gary hoping that maybe would have got a bit closer to... It's a good idea. I like the idea, especially with the spam in the corner, but... Not much this time. They've already lost Lecro. And they need to win some more rounds here on the T side, I feel like.
Well, they have utility to use towards this A bomb site, so they can actually force Fallen off this angle if they don't peek into it. That smoke is going to help give them a little bit of space. Fur over at long, like, no one has to worry about that, so that's gravy for this MiBR defense. It's all going to be here on catwalk. Lucas and Fallen to watch for it.
Nash bangs out. Fallen can't really see much of anything, Lucas. Oh, that's a really critical kill, and Fallen going to take down Get Right. That was the bomb as well. And now putting up a smoke just to try and buy himself some more space. They're going to be right on top of him. Somehow he's still alive, and he no-scopes Forrest. What a great win. Fallen really stepping it up hugely early on in this first half here. And just to point out, I think the point you're making is a really valid one about finding Zeus, but once you're playing, once the halves change, they don't have that luxury anymore.
Right.
Then, you know, Zeus could be the 3rd or the 4th guy into a bomb site, or maybe the first one just...
He's always going to be first.
Yeah, first.
He's going to be the first
and
one.
then, like, but you can't find him in the same way, is the point, right? Like,
you can't abuse it.
You have to just wait for him to show up, so... 8th round here, 6-1. They should make Zeus be the clutch player, though, like, even to the end.
That'd be so sick. That'd be so cruel as well. Okay, so Fur hears these footsteps out mid. He has that information. He's got a teammate to come back him up, but obviously not committing towards the jump from behind. And Get Right is the one who lurks him. Lucas with an all-important trade. That smoke is not going to cover anything. He steps in front of it in a big way. Lucas wasn't initially prepared and loses the fight. That's going to force Fallen onto a retreat. Molotov buys him a little bit of time, and he's going to get around the smoke. He wants to go for the fight, and there's the jump up. Golden's got him close up. Zeus and Taco going to start thinking about saving and just bail out immediately. Second round is going to come on the board for NIP.
Yeah, good timely smokes to make the crossing. Reminded me that we never did find out how I got that kill on you in, in Chicago. I still don't know. I wonder if we have the demo left at some point. It's very weird. Oh, he actually hit that.
We can look it up. We'll do it one of our off days.
I really want to know, because it is an actual mystery to me how that works.
It's a mystery to me, too.
Well, Zeus and Taco currently just trying to hold on to the guns. NIP finally finding a second round.
I don't think NIP is too dedicated to this hunt.
No.
Maybe peek in towards the balcony or the platform where Zeus is, and here that is. He's gonna have a jump, but he can also just hide. There's the peek and an idiot headshot. Now Taco very susceptible. 9 HP, and Lekro gets him right at the end. That extra second really just kind of hangs there, doesn't it?
It always feels that way, like it's just lasting forever. What if?
Because there is like an extra 2 seconds or something, isn't there, in the majors? I believe so.
What if the time at the end of a round, like after the bomb is planted or, you know, or like defused or goes up or whatever, what if it's like a random time? What if it's like between 5 and 10 seconds and you just don't know, you know?
What if they tell everyone it's like 5 seconds and then they actually made it like 6.5?
Yeah, just like an internal joke from them.
Jokes on these pro players.
Rez, ooh, the timing should run down very easily. Gets the rifle out instead and actually somehow gets 2 kills. Okay, this is a lot of headshots coming out. Fallen wins that fight.
That's a nice double kill. Taco's going to go down 6-3. NIP a bit of a late start, late bloomers, but they're here now. Taco's going to go for the op. They've been really enjoying this double op setup early on in this half in these first 10 rounds so far.
Portuguese is a good language for communicating quickly in, isn't it? Like, it just sounds like that.
Hey, that is the language you can speed talk.
I remember hearing Portuguese.
Oh, delayed peek. That's such a sick flash as well, and Fallen's going to get away. Half HP. I believe, again, that was him and Taco, both AWPs peeking in middle. A set piece designed to get that pick, and that is very well done from MiBR.
That's hard to counter if you're on the receiving end of that, isn't it? Fallen actually ready for it. Rez, I think he thought maybe he could catch somebody off guard, but he got back into position over at the catwalk just in time. 3 versus 5. And now look at the flank coming out from long. That's Fur. We did mention that aggression that kind of made him world famous. He's doubling up on it here in this game. That this round they seem to have already won, but now it's should be impossible to lose.
It's that B bomb site they're heading to. If Taco misses a shot, if they're able to get in and maybe catch Zeus just as he arrives at the B bomb site and not prepared, the B bomb site is really, really difficult to retake. They're closing in on it. That's a beautiful first shot from Taco. An easy one, and Zeus with the follow-up, keeping space for the Opper. And MiBR, 5 players to just Lekro on NIP.
Zeus, oh, gonna get that second kill too. So not bad at all. A little streak here for the Nip guys, but finally MiBR picking up 7th round. Zeus and Fallen leading the scoreboard. Who would have thought?
I want to see Zeus top frag. I'm into it.
Just
28 kills.
That's the number we're hitting for. What if they just do that and they say, listen, we're not looking for any other players. We've got our man.
That'd be awesome. I'd even be fine with it.
Would make you enjoy the story a lot more, wouldn't you? Just
that'd be like a Disney film.
It would be. Only with guns, so.
Which, yeah, pretty much takes Disney off the list, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think they don't enjoy that part. 11th round, and pardon. Oh, Forrest with 2 kills, get right with 4. I'm not sure what the big holdup is right now. They've tried some execute, some of the, like one of those B splits. They tried to set up for the catwalk play where they had the smoke in front. Now they're out long. That gives them a lot of options to work with. And they haven't run into anyone out there either.
Now, bomb is still dropped outside of B though, so I mean they're going to have to go back and get that, which will eat some more time up off the clock. And oh, that's a great boost for never expected. Oh, there's the follow up from Lucas. He's going to go for it, and he gets tagged through the box down to 19 HP. And Get Right, meanwhile, an aggressive lurk up long. And I think he might just catch Zeus here. There's the smoke out. Oh, the bounce stops him. Stops the swing. A little bit of a lifeline for Zeus, but NIP in full control of the map. The only thing now I think that NIP has to really avoid that would be catastrophic would be getting picked off by these AWPs. Taco with his in the B bomb site fallen. You could see he wants to find that because he's aggressive in middle, peeking for it.
Yeah, I think that is the trap right now in this round. 45 seconds, and Fallen still being fairly aggressive to try and look for it. Not sure if he's going to be looking long or middle. It's kind of a little bit up in the air right now. 35 seconds, and well, I'm still outside of B, as you said. That's been true pretty much the whole round. There's Get Right walking into the first shot. Lucas with the follow-up, the smoke there. Oh no, they just might have actually done it instead. 20 seconds now, and a little bit of spray. It looked like it could have worked beautifully, but they still have to worry about Taco inside the B-bomb site with that other AWP. And they're going to find out, oh, he actually just moved out. That might make a bit of a difference. What a weird round. 8 seconds, and trying to make the cross on over. Fallen goes down, and able to hit the shot. Taco trying again, but the pistol's out. Lekro's down there. Is he going to get stopped? He will be. And that's going to be the round in spite of everything. MiBR will pick it up. That is so close. And Taco
It's also a great language for smack talk after a round.
Apparently.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You ever had Portuguese casting?
It's a bit wild, isn't it?
It's really high.
It's crazy.
It's one of those things, like, you know, you remember like Korean StarCraft casting?
Yeah, that's always great. Should bring that back. Bring that into Counter-Strike. Get some of those guys over here.
I'd be interested to know what that's like.
I mean, not for my job, but someone's.
I think until they also learn English or you learn Korean, that I don't think there's a lot of competition. But you should learn some Korean. That's a good idea.
I probably should.
Sue's going to be falling all the way back with the AUG. And he's got a little bit of backup. That could be a really fun 1-2 combo there. If they both look towards tunnels and they see the AUG first and then the AWP stands up afterwards in the back. I don't mind that at all. But Nib still, I don't know. I feel like they haven't found like a really clean breakthrough in this game that they can sort of go back and exploit, or something that's like the main driving strategy here.
They feel like they're almost like holding back quite a bit, like very slow and calculated. Even the previous round when they had that man advantage, that 5-on-4, they didn't really do much until they got fixated on chasing Fallen down. And then the clock just kind of runs out of time. They've got to be very careful with that. Now they're allowing Lucas to push up behind this smoke. Molotov, he knows exactly what's coming. Spraying through, he's going to hold the trigger. He's got 2. And they're way too blind and way too scared of that smoke to try and come through and equalize it. He's got 1 more. Tapping away, Get Right taking some damage, and what a round from Lucas, the newest recruit onto MiBR. And Zeus is still on B platform, just waiting.
Scoped up all along here. 30 seconds left, Zeus. He's got that set up. Get Right going to try and see if he could maybe make the crossover for that jump, but not going to happen. And now instead, Lekro. 1 versus 3 with 20 seconds. Going to set up for the flashbang. Oh, he actually gets that kill. That's not bad at all, but he's flashed for a long time, and he actually almost has to go for another kill before he even tries for the bomb plant. 3 on him right now. Would need the ace to try and clutch this round. He's going to put the bomb down, but now he's trapped in the corner. How can he make it out? The Molotov actually could find a bit of room to work with. He's going to miss the next chance. That actually could have happened, but it'll be MiBR to pick it up instead. 9-3.
3 kills on Lucas on Catwalk. That is a brilliant hold, and that was just telegraphed the whole way. He knew exactly what was coming and steps up behind that smoke and executes the defense perfectly.
Can I change my mind on something? I know I said I wanted to see Forrest or more,
okay,
but now I actually want to see him entry with the AK instead. Like, I kind of want to see him get some of those shots.
Is there a particular reason that you've changed your mind in this fashion? Is it watching NIP not necessarily have too much success in the entries, and you're like, you know what?
Yeah.
Get him back on the AK, let's see it?
Yeah. I feel Forrest just in terms of his almost unique style, I think he's the sort of player you can very often call for to say, hey, Forrest, we need like, can you go help us long? You know?
Can you go just swing and get a kill?
Yeah.
Oh dear, what do you do if you're fallen? If he somehow makes it out of this, that's the first kill, but there's just way too much, and yeah, that's an impossible situation. He's passed an AWP over as well.
Ooh. Walks right into it for trying to double down on the aggression, and kind of a round that feels like it's been gifted a bit to NIP, which they're going to be really happy about. Zeus challenging Get Right and doing a bit of damage, but they're going to get the bomb plant down. They're a little bit hesitant. There's like, even though they have the bombs, that they're kind of still scared that something might be up.
That might have been a bit too aggressive from Fallen as well. Not only are you giving over the AWP, but you don't have a whole lot of money. Look at the economy of this MiBR side. They're out after this, so that's a big weapon to kind of push forward in such an aggressive stance.
Yeah, you feel like almost certainly that was not necessary. Could have done without that. I don't even mind the peek in the middle, but it's the fact that he crosses, you know, through lower dark. If you go on that side, then...
Well, I mean, you saw what happens, right? If you're going to make that play, you better be damn sure you're going to hit that shot.
Yeah, every single time. Well, good round for NIP. They make full use of it. They get the double ult right off the bat here, and as you said, now the money for MiBR is looking weird.
Disaster has struck MiBR's money situation. 2 rounds left in the half, and I think they're just going to force up both of them. Not going to have a great buy, even a few full save here, so
yeah.
Why not just go for it both of these last 2? And I mean, that's great for NIP. This goes from, you know, what was it? It was 9-3. Pretty solid half for MiBR at that point to try and build upon it. Now all of a sudden NIP can make this 6-9.
They definitely can, and maybe that's all they need. Lucas ready with the deagle. Fer got legged in the middle for trying to challenge Forest. Ball versus Scout. Zeus up here, and he's going to take down Lecro. Goes for the quick switch, and actually they're in T-spawn as well.
I was just going to say, look at Taco. And now if you're the other players from MiBR, get a little bit aggressive, almost like safe aggression, and that's not safe aggression. But try and keep their eyes, you know, towards the front. Don't let them kind of turn around and readjust across the map, because this flank from Taco, all the meanwhile, is getting more and more impactful.
Yeah, it is. He's seconds away from taking down Forest. That's going to be 1 AWP gone. And with a minute left, it's a little bit early. You kind of almost wish that there was less time on the clock, but this is still pretty good. No, he's not even going to try and knife him. I mean, you want that, but now Rez, oh, the communication, I think he knew, but he was also worried about opening up so that Get Right could get out on long here with the bomb, and he's going to take down Fallen. Not bad at all. Still a 2-on-2 here, and they still have a pretty good chance.
That's a heads-up play from Rez. Just keep focusing on the A bomb site, because you're getting flanked out, but you can be more benefit to your team and your teammates if you're able to help them get into that A bomb site. Now he's found them a bomb planet and a 2-on-2.
Coming out long, both of them. Nice shot from Taco. Going to be taking down Get Right. Picks up the AK-47, and now Golden's up there. He's covering this line with the sniper on the other side, and he's going to take him down. No problem. So, I don't know. That was a close round considering what MiBR had going into it, but NIP will still win it.
I mean, that's them kind of saying, you know, this is a very weak buy. Let's throw some cheese in. Let's push up our B tunnels. They got Taco to T-spawn very early on in the round. They had Zeus, obviously taking down Lecro in the halls. So a little creative, but not able to outlast. Weaponry not strong enough on the other side of the map. And as I said, that kill from Rez, that one on Defer, really helped NIP secure this round.
Yeah. Oh, it's a classic. Oh, and it works! Lecro taking down Fer. You love to see it. The T-side auto sniper.
I even like that. Fast-paced move. Normally when you get that pick, right, there's like some kind of fast play towards the B-bomb site through the tunnels to take advantage of one of the guys crossing, and this time MiBR doesn't expect anyone to come out mid that fast. It will be a 6th round for NIP. Lucas going to go down to the auto sniper as well, and he's ready for every fight. He almost shot a teammate.
A little bit hyper at the moment. 9-6 in favor of MiBR though, but NIP, I mean, this could have been so much worse. They were gifted at least one round with Fallen aggressive in the middle, and that actually with the economy, so I don't know, but still, what an interesting first half.
Yeah, fair play. MiBR's got a job to do when they switch sides, and we'll see how well they do it when we come back from the break.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's NIP and MiBR here in a best of one. Last game of the day, and we're on Dust 2 with a first half scoreline of 9-6 in favor of MiBR, which it looked like it could have been even more. But ultimately, NIP did sort of bring it back, and maybe that's been enough. We don't really know yet, but if they can get off to a good start here in the second half, maybe they can redeem everything. I
feel like they started coming alive there at the end. I think that break of the economy really helped them kind of a little bit getting the swing of the game on an individual level. Great shot from Rez, but then Taco is too wide for him to fall back. Another flashbang assist for Zeus.
Get right at the corner waiting, they're going to smoke it off. Oh, he's really thinking about it. I think he had the right idea, but unable to connect, and instead Taco will take him down. And now they're going to go for the bomb plant. They've picked up that one USP on Taco, which is really going to make a big difference here. 4 versus 3, and no kit currently picked up on an IP. That's going to make the retake very tricky.
Well, Zeus is watching the flank, so they don't have to worry about long whatsoever. Now it's just these players inside the bomb site. Fur waiting for his moment. He hears the footsteps. There's the flashbang as well. Doesn't connect initially, but it's just too easy after that. 2 assists for Fallen with the flash, and Golden fighting a retreating battle, and he's not getting away. MiBR is not going to let him survive this, and they all swing at Zeus with the final kill. 10-6, and both pistols going to the Brazilians.
Yeah, that I think is a nice way to deflate NIP, at least a little bit, temporarily. You win that second half pistol, and then AK is the scout there, and NIP going to be saving for the moment.
I'll tell you a problem that NIP is going to have here is this is
they go for it.
A pretty pedestrian game so far from Forrest. It was such a big win condition for them, but he's sitting at 4-12 at the moment.
Yeah, they need to get him warmed up. This is such an excellent opportunity for multiple headshots in the middle, and we don't get any of them. That's disappointing.
That's the way the cookie crumbles, Anders.
I wonder what the limit is for how many people you can shoot with one bullet in Global Offensive.
I think I've seen 4.
Okay, because so there was a time. So I'm not sure what it was in 1.6, but I know that in some of the much earlier like beta versions, like 5.6 or 5.2 or something, the orb had like you could shoot 9 people or something with one bullet. So it was outrageous. And people used to play like on those like, oh, hold the phone.
She's got a cannon. Fur with an opening kill with that scout, and gonna follow it up. Backing up Taco, who doesn't need any backup. First headshot is his, and obviously all the confidence in the world against these pistols.
Not bad. Taco with the triple. And that was a smooth round. They ran into a pretty big stack there. But 11-6, and now NIP are gonna have a bit more to work with. The odds seem to be really favoring MiBR. More people on board with that.
Yeah, I mean, these are a couple more teams that, we saw FaZe, we saw Na'Vi, who obviously, had those boot camps where they're supposedly like reinventing themselves, some time off obviously for Na'Vi, so we kind of got those questions answered. I think these two teams are question marks for different reasons, not necessarily because like some kind of boot camp to fundamentally change the way they play, but obviously with the stand-ins, what's everything going to look like?
Bit of a test there, Scout versus the Krieg. Get right, taking a little bit of damage. Setting up for a more B-heavy play, it looks like. And they've been looking at Catwalk for a while. They might go and sort of hard clear it. Usually you're going to go for B-split. You want Catwalk to be clear, so you don't get immediately flanked and shot in the back.
Well, tough part they're going to have with the B-split is obviously 2 defenders inside of the B-bomb site, Lekro and mid, and obviously Forrest is going to be super mobile on going back to mid to help Lekro if it's needed. Now, if MiBR head up Catwalk, it's almost like the red carpet is laid out to at least a plant. But some indecision still for the moment. Taco and Fallen retreating. Although it looks like it'll just be a delayed long take. So a split towards this A-bomb site. 2 up Catwalk, 3 out long. And as we see, Zeus likely to lead the way for his teammates.
See what Rez can do in this pit. There's only about 35 seconds left here. And Rez going to pick up one, get right with a little before he goes down. But that is the A-bomb side officially lost. And Rez, that's a massive kill. Now they actually have a pretty good chance of retaking this.
Yeah, they do. With the bombs at least going to get planted. So the extra money is going to help out MiBR a lot. Now, Golden is going to be flagging up Catwalk. Force is going to meet up with Rez at long. This will be a three-pronged retake as Electro comes up CT spawn. This is a big kill. They need it, but Golden is the winner. And now First stuck out in the open. He has to get aggressive if he wants to win this. He needs to get into the cover. Goes back for the deathmatch and is dropped. 7th round for the Ninjas.
That was nicely done from Rez down in the pit. Just the fact that he gets those 2 kills and limits an entire arm of that attack.
You say good job, Rez, which it was. I say big help from Get Right. He rotated down long from that A-bomb site at just the right moment because Zeus came out. They were all focused on pit where he had attention, and Get Right just gets that 1 kill.
Yeah.
And it was just perfectly timed. If he had reacted, and if he had he kind of predicted what was coming to a certain degree, but if he had reacted instead, he wouldn't have gotten there in time to really help Rez a whole lot.
All the little details that matter. 11-7. Mac 10, Deagle there on MiBR. They do have that AWP and it's on Fur. I'm not sure about that. I guess he just got the close B spawn. Wants to see if he can go for it. No opportunity just yet. Oh.
If he had taken the timing shot.
Yeah, well.
Big if.
Big if. But it's, when you're watching it, you always think like, it's right there.
I'm wondering if Get Right is going to expect an AWP on the other side of these B tunnels when that smoke clears. New position inside of the site. Forrest is going to jump over as soon as that flashbang comes out. 2-man defense here. Fallen Healing with the Mac 10 goes down first. No one to follow up until Taco gets involved. And now 2 defenders are here again. Forrest, though, fighting in the flames. He burns. And Golden in the open. Sprays down 2. It's just Fur, and Golden's got that 12.
Wow, that was a follow-up. And that was the kind of defense you sort of mainly don't want to see, where people run in one at a time. That can be a real problem, but it worked out.
It felt like Forrest almost second-guessed his decision. Like he jumped over off the rafters if he was going to come help. And then he stayed outside of the bomb site and came in late. Either way, defense looking pretty solid for NIP so far. They've won 2 in a row once they've got the guns in their hands.
Yeah, Forrest on 6 kills still. And that is quite rare. Tapping away. He definitely did a lot of damage on that one. Not going to be able to see that they are going catwalk or hear it, so there might be a bit of a surprise as they make the corner here. Let's see if they can get at least 1 opening kill. Lecro, that first shot there, I mean, that's almost all you need to shut that whole thing down. Golden continuing.
Forget about that, nade.
Yeah, just don't worry about it.
That little guy? Wouldn't worry about that little guy.
Exactly. Just... maybe it was just more fireworks, It's more like a celebration,
Maybe he's trying to do like an action movie, like where he gets that final kill as the explosion behind him.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. That's a next level frag planning.
Should be able to buy fireworks, instead of grenades, like decoy.
Should you?
Nobody used the decoy.
Okay, so like you're thinking like maybe the decoy, you throw it on the ground, it still does the gunshots, but it also shoots fireworks in the air?
Yeah, and then you can do that, like a taunt, you're like, yeah.
Okay. So you want to bring like elements of other, less good video games into this god tier video game.
I'm just saying people should be allowed to celebrate.
I believe that's what teabagging is.
Yes, we do have that.
The ultimate celebration.
Fur goes down, Lecro close to the corner. They are all right around there. Yeah, he falls back. I don't know if you realized how much danger he was in, but they still have this great 3-man B setup. And I mean, that could really do a lot for them.
I'm wondering if it's some kind of research. They have this many players here. Get Right gets 1 through the smoke. Are they going to be ready for Golden? 1 more player on B platform. Taco, the smoke is fading. He can help. Zeus, oh, he gets saved. Damage is done, but Taco with the kill. Great teamwork, and Fallen cutting off rotations. Even heard the drop down from Rez. Spins immediately prepared for this play. Can't win the fight, but a tough 1-on-2 for Rez.
It definitely looked like MiBR knew, right? They weren't rushing onto that bomb site even after the first 2 kills. They had a pretty good idea, so...
There's a Molotov, Anders.
There is a Molotov.
You think there's any chance he puts it here?
It would be beautiful, wouldn't it? He could even throw it from outside of the wall. It'd be the ultimate next level, but I just feel like it's unlikely. He's going to walk in. We'll take him down. Good job on him for a couple of kills here. Still not doing too badly, Zeus. And the 12-9 scoreline.
Lead for MiBR. I know a lot of people lost a decent amount of faith in MiBR when Zeus was announced to be playing at the Major. Obviously, pretty big shoes to fill.
That whole scenario is still...
saga.
It is still crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, challenge, I think, down the middle. Or no, just running down the middle, sorry, in Suicide. There was Taco, but unable to connect. And Forest on the other side. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe a CT side opening is going to be better, sort of like what it was with Kenny in the other game.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit easier because you're not like peeking into angles, right? You don't have to worry about an Opera at the other side just holding it. You can pick your battles a little bit better. Get Right is down in CT spawn, so there's no one actually at the A bomb site. And again, a huge lean for this NIP defense to stop any kind of mid to B split. Two players in middle, now just shuffling and rotating back. Force is even going to go into CT spawn, so it's just Golden at B. Rez is over in Goose. Forrest with that AWP, you imagine he's going to get towards Car and leave Get Right in CT spawn to come rotate and help if need be.
That Molotov they just put down, it's almost like NIP actually almost don't want to slow them down here because they just had such an incredible defense here at the BK bomb side. Still pretty good, but Forrest missing the fact that they jumped down. I think that scope sort of preventing him from seeing anything. And now that crew crossfire with the Rez up at the bomb site. Oh, they don't check the corner. That is a huge mistake, and that might have cost them the round.
Yeah, it definitely will. That buys so much time for the players to come back. Get Right, unfortunately, couldn't help Forrest whatsoever. He got stuck. He was committed towards mid. Still finds a triple kill, I guess, on the rotation, on the retake, kind of ish, half retake.
Yeah. That's, I don't know. That was curious to me that they didn't check it. I guess.
Well, it's curious because, what, there was 4 players alive still?
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, there were only 2 left. They didn't have eyes on that A-bomb site whatsoever. Nice job from Get Right as Fur tried to get safe in towards CT spawn, clearing everything out. And even this final kill. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
All right. Get Right getting down and dirty.
Just doing it all. Been doing a lot of streaming lately. Maybe he's working on that, you know, just saying like, listen, look at all the cool stuff I could do. They are rushing actually pretty quickly up the catwalk, not run into anybody. They stop at the corner, and the Molotov maybe would have done some damage anyway, but they've got a couple of flashbangs to set this one up, probably just hoping for a bomb plant, I would guess. See if Lekro can do anything to stop that. No flashbangs being thrown yet. There's one. They get the kill on Necro. Get Right. Ready. Trying to tap away. Oh, it's going to be hard. There's so many targets up there. Finally completes that kill. And he's going to get the last one too. Nice triple yet again.
That was a weird game of whack-a-mole.
It was.
He wouldn't get a lot of tickets for that performance.
Is it based on how many, like...
I think it's like how quick.
Attempt? Oh, quick. All right.
Yeah. Maybe like 8 tickets.
Do you think, did anyone ever play Whack-A-Mole with wheel moles? Like, does that game, is it based off like an actual game that people used to play like a long time ago when that was acceptable?
You just sit in the field and wait for a mole to pop its head up?
Maybe you put live moles into a box and just wait for them.
Did Fallen just got that with the creek through the double doors. That's brutal. Or like right through the crack.
Yeah.
You don't see that too often. But fair play. Look at Lucas as well, already up catwalk. I'm wondering if Get Right heard the footsteps, but he's aggressively lurking behind Xbox.
Yeah, he himself taking a bit of an interesting approach to this round. What a beginning. Golden already out of it. Get Right. Oh, he hears that. Easy kill. Dropping the bomb as well. Got to be careful about that. AWP Fur's got it. The smoke. It could be enough to save him. He's trying to make it out. And oh, on the other side, Forrest, I think, trying to use the fact that there was so much chaos in middle, but unable to find the kill. Still a 4-on-3.
Yeah, ends up looking a bit silly, though. Push into upper B, not needed, but Get Right is being so mobile on this map. Double kill for him so far in the round. He was just in mid, pushed up at Xbox. Now he's back in the B bomb site. Taco didn't expect that. 3-on-3. And this is where it gets tough for the defense, because how do you really know what's coming?
Well, you either try and push for information, which is so risky at this point, or I guess they're just concentrating on middle, saying if they go somewhere else, we could maybe try and rotate and get there in time, both of us. Lucas obviously making a lot of noise, falling back down, but he's going to make the crossing there, no problem. And now they're going to realize this B-bomb site is lost, and I don't know, that's a hard problem to solve right now.
Oh, pop flash over, it's perfect, but Zeus is even better. He's prepared for that peek, dodge the flashbang, not the follow-up, and Lekro can't get involved in the action. Fur just letting his teammates support him with such low HP. Big fight for Rez. If they want a chance at this retake, he has to win this. Lucas staying committed in towards Halls. He goes for the wide swing, and he loses that. 2-on-2.
Yeah, that's the big chance here. Rez got a smoke, could maybe buy a little bit of time. Oh, Zeus pre-firing it, but not going to be able to do it now. It's on for sneaking out through the doors. He sees it, he misses the chance, and that might have been his only one. What a retake for NIP. Hard to believe they really did that.
Yeah, that is heartbreaking if you're MiBR. That was your round to lose.
Yeah.
So it's going to be tied up, 12-12. Bit of a gift goes over to NIP, and I think, yeah, that's going to be a timeout called by MiBR. Discussing things right down the stretch. Probably, I'd call timeout after losing that round.
I think that's fair enough. That seems like it should have been a round that they could have definitely taken, especially after they avoid the flashbang with Zeus saving them there.
Yes.
That should have been done.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it was kind of like an even trade because Forrest makes that you know, pushing towards Upper Dark, gets killed by Taco, and then Lucas does the same thing in the post plant. He didn't need to swing and take that fight, you know? You know his position, you know he's in halls. You can just fall back and play the numbers, set up crossfire. You can fall back into the site, you can all get aggressive outside of the bomb site and trade that player who's waiting out of B. A lot of different options available.
Taco with this self-branded beanie.
I like that.
Yeah. Been saying for a long time, Get Right should have a clothing brand.
He does, doesn't he? Didn't he just announce one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to set that up, you know. It's awesome.
Is it? I haven't looked at it yet. Do you buy anything?
I will.
You gonna get some streetwear like the kids? Hold the thought. Golden. A lot of players that he's got to defend against, and you can't really do that when you're entirely blind. And now I wonder if Forrest doesn't get one. This is just pistol, so the retake could be a little bit easier, and they might actually be prompted to go for it, but I don't know. It's always such a scary prospect trying to retake the B bomb set against 5 opponents.
Well, look at how far away even some of them are. I mean, Electro never really even moved out of the A bomb side.
Yeah, they've already called the save.
Wow. That's, I mean, at 12-12 against pistols, that is not what you want to have happen.
No, that's kind of a ticket to keep MiBR alive into this game, is winning this round. If they can upgrade to some weapons as well, preserve the economy, this is a very, very critical win for MiBR at this juncture. And
Rez possibly making them exit out middle toward Lecro with that AWP. We'll see if that's going to be successful. That would certainly help take something away here from MiBR's economy, even as they win the round. That kind of does make a little bit of a difference. Taco goes up with the bomb, so they win the round but only save 1 rifle. That's not bad.
That's about the best way you could have recovered things if you're NIP. I think you've got to be relatively pleased with that out of a loss, but still not too happy. MiBR preserving their lead at the moment with just 13-12, a 1-round lead. Question for both of these teams down the stretch. This is where the economy starts to play a bit more of a role in terms of what you can buy and how important some of these rounds are. NIP have a decent buffer of money. MiBR not so much.
Taco pushing very aggressive. He saw it just as the flashbang hit. Molotov, he's going to dodge most of that. Orb on Forrest, and he misses the chance now. Get Right. The bomb is right there, but he's got a little bit of backup coming as well.
No, well, so does MiBR. They just need to pause out towards long. Don't do anything. You have Lucas inside of the A bomb site. He's taken advantage of all the craziness in towards A. This flank is going to be everything. Rez has no idea he's already made it into the site. He's going to be a free kill as soon as Lucas decides, and there it is. Golden now swinging out. That's a big frag. Plugged the hole in the defense, and now he can support Get Right instead, but even he falls. And Get Right just feels so lonely. All of his teammates dying across the map. And MiBR have grinded their way to a 3-on-1.
That was Zeus jumping down into the pit, just saying, listen, Taco, you get this kill, and I'll be just a huge target flying through the air. Very hard to deal with. Lecro, 1 versus 3. Still 45 seconds here. And they throw a smoke. It doesn't obviously cover everything for on the other side, and he's going to land that shot. Triple kill for Taco in this round. At MiBR now up to 14 rounds, and things are looking much better for them at the moment.
I mean, there's a little bit of money for NIP to play with. Rez has plenty. 8,500. He can even drop a weapon. I would imagine that they're going to buy here in some fashion. 1 weapon will be dropped over to Get Right or Golden. Forrest has an AWP.
Just look at this. Craziness going out, but right now, NIP, this is all of their money being put into this round. Rez, very aggressive edge, not ready for it. Oh, Fallen somehow ducks to stay alive, and instead the opening kill goes to Fur in the middle.
And they never saw that coming. It was only Fallen that was spotted, so it couldn't even be called out, and Get Right rotating over to try and possibly help at middle. It just gets caught on the rotation. What a speedy play from MiBR. And Fur's not necessarily an AWPer, so I think that peek towards Catwalk might make him a little bit nervous, but instead Rez is going to walk right towards him.
Zeus goes down, so still a 4-on-4. But you're right, Rez and Fur are having a quiet standoff for now.
I think if Fur gets this kill, it's massive because it pulls people away from the B bomb site. You can see even Fur is now pushing towards middle to come behind Fur, but meanwhile it's only Golden on top of the box. He gets the first, not the second.
And in the middle, Fur is really being hunted, and they're finally going to get him as well. Forrest to pick up that one double for him in the round. And Lecro just trying to no-scope it, see if he catch anyone crossing. The bomb will be going down. And everything in this round here for NIP. They are out of money. If they lose this one, they cannot afford it. Forrest goes down. Lucas able to pick it up with the Creek. Still shooting through the door and could have even done some damage there. It's Rez. Perfect positioning, and now it's on Taco. 1 versus 2. No grenades left on him, and it's very hard. He's locked in this corner. Any misstep. Now they know where he is as well. Grid headshot. Oh, Lekra right there with the AWP, and Taco's going to win it. A huge triple for him. They're so excited, aren't they?
You haven't seen that out of MiBR in a long time, but obviously a huge round to win. That's the entire economy of NIP was in that round. That's all the money they had. It's pistols, it's an SMG on Lecro. A nice 1 versus 2 for Taco to win, and Lecro gonna be very upset he missed that shot, but look at Taco go.
That's one of the things they said they wanted to return to, right? Like actually enjoying the game in that way.
They said that at Pro League. They talked to us at Pro League giving information. Like that was back in what, March, maybe April?
Yeah.
And like we outside of maybe that week of Pro League where they said it, we didn't actually get it at events a whole lot.
Yeah. But I don't disagree that is an important, at least one important cornerstone to have in the team, right? It has to be somewhat enjoyable to play with people. Especially
Brazilian Counter-Strike, that seems like such an integral part.
Yeah.
You know, there's always the conversation about how effective that is, and it can actually backfire if you do it too much, and once you start losing, maybe it slips away. But for whatever reason, the Brazilian team seem to really rely on the fact that they can just go absolutely mental.
It's one of the reasons why it's so enjoyable. 28th round. 15-12, MiBR. 1 round away from taking this over NIP. It's been a really, really close game. Get right. Oh, not sure what he wanted to do then. Takes a fair bit of damage. Pushing in, probably would have got him killed. Oh, and a running shot there from Lucas. That's dirty, isn't it?
How did that flashbang not hit him at all?
I have no idea. It must have landed right under him somehow, but they're going to clean up Catwalk without even running into that much trouble. Forrest has his headshot, but he's alone in a 1 versus 5, and it's going to be 16-12 as MiBR take down NIP.
27 kills for Taco, including that 1 versus 2 in the penultimate round, and that is a very, very good game he put together. I think if you look at this team, I don't think you put Taco up there with the biggest fraggers, but what a game from him. Rez as well at 23.